What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Patreon. It is currently 7:20 p.m. here on the East Coast in the USA. It is August 24th of 2020. It is the end of the day on Monday, making a bit of a late night update here for you guys on Patreon. So we have a lot of new patrons who have joined. I want to thank you guys all for joining this Patreon. This Patreon is not financial advice. You guys are just joining to support my work on YouTube and get extra content and take a look at what I'm doing with some of these altcoins. So there's a lot of things that I want to talk about today, and I actually made a somewhat significant change to the portfolio. So let's take a look at what's going on with the portfolio here. So here's the CoinStats app to track everything. Here's the ledger balance just to confirm that I actually own everything. And you can even go to this Ethereum address right here if you want to with all the Ethereum. If you get ERC20 tokens, you can see that I just bought some more Engine, and I actually just got Unitrade. I just got some Unitrade, 3,000 Unitrade. Now, the interesting thing about this is that I swapped out my EWT for Unitrade, for the trade token. So that's the significant change I'm talking about. I removed EWT from the portfolio and replaced it with Unitrade. Now, this is not because I don't think that EWT can do well. I think it's going to do very well. But the thing about Energy Web Token is I was late to the game, right? It started off at 50 cents and it ran all the way up to over $12. I pretty much sold for break even. I bought up here during the consolidation and I sold for pretty much how much I bought it for. And I kind of figured, EWT has had a huge run up. It'll probably go much higher. Maybe it'll double in the next month. Maybe it goes into the 20s in the next month. That's like 100% gain. Okay, cool. What this portfolio, guys, the portfolio that I'm building here is an experimental altcoin portfolio. And I'm looking to get very experimental. I want to have some fun here. I actually want to be more speculative. Again, this is not my main portfolio. This is more of a speculative portfolio with a bunch of altcoins. So I wanted to get into something that didn't grow as much as EWT. So, maybe I'll get some EWT in the future. But for now, I just figured I want to get into Unitrade because it's a really interesting project. So that is the newest addition to the altcoin portfolio is Unitrade. So we can discuss all of this. There's a lot to talk about right now. So the portfolio value is 56,000 US dollars in the past week. I'm down 3,500 in the past month. I'm up $34,477, up 160% in the past month. Half of those gains are Chainlink, and then Ren, and iExec Trust Swap, a few others that have seen some really good gains. And today, actually, Engine is starting to push up, and we're going to talk about that as well. I just bought a little bit more Engine. So where do I even begin? So we can just start off by talking about, so today I posted a video on YouTube discussing Bitcoin and Chainlink. Very in-depth analysis about Chainlink and Bitcoin. So if you want to know more about that and what I think right now, watch those videos. I am overall very bullish on Chainlink. So let's talk about Unitrade real quick. So you guys know that I got into TrustSwap. So TrustSwap is a project that I recently got into. And if we take a look at the Ethereum address, you can see that I've been sending a bunch of TrustSwap in here, a lot of TrustSwap transactions, sending a bunch in here. And now I have a total of 6,005 TrustSwap. So TrustSwap is a really good project. Let's pull up the website here. Basically, there's a lot of things to it. One thing is it's innovating the way that we do crypto payments in general, right? This is a much needed project. Before this, you couldn't really set up reoccurring payments. If you, let's say that I had my own website instead of Patreon and you guys wanted to pay me for this type of content, you guys would have had to do it manually every month. TrustSwap is going to have smart contracts that will allow you to do reoccurring payments with crypto. It's like, wait a minute, that didn't exist yet? No, it didn't exist. And that's why this project is great. So I got into TrustSwap. I think it's going to do really well in the future. Another interesting part about TrustSwap is the escrow, time release, smart release payment systems. Now, this is where we get into the Unitrade partnership. So Unitrade and TrustSwap just did a partnership. The creator of TrustSwap, Jeff here, if you go onto the TrustSwap Twitter, he has a video where he talks about it here. And he's basically explaining the partnership between TrustSwap and Unitrade. And there's going to be a system in place on Unitrade, which is basically an extension of Uniswap. Follow me here. Where you're going to be able to see coins being verified by TrustSwap. They're going to have like a little check mark next to them. And the significance of this is that coins that are verified by Unitrade are going to be using smart or escrow time released payments for the team and the token holders. That way, you know, okay, if I buy into this coin, I'm not going to get dumped on. It's verified by TrustSwap. I can look up how the team is being paid and how fast the coins are being released. So it's a way to bring more confidence to coins that are listed on Unitrade. And also Unitrade is going to be providing systems basically for Uniswap. If I can pull up this image here, where you're going to be able to, this image right here shows on Uniswap now, using Unitrade, you're going to be able to actually set up limit orders, stop limit orders, right? Like everything you want on an exchange, you're going to be able to do it on Uniswap now through the Unitrade app. You can load in your wallet, see your balances on the right. You're going to be able to set up buy and sell orders instead of just using Uniswap, right? Where you don't even know really what price you're getting in at. There's no chart. There's no way to set an order. You're just trying to get in at a random price. Unitrade is going to be able to change all of that and give you more customizability for your trades on Uniswap. Anyway, guys, I know that was a lot. I hope you followed it. There's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on in the crypto space right now. The evolution of DeFi. This is the evolution of DeFi. And if most of the users start to use Unitrade, the token value is going to significantly increase. It's going to significantly increase. I currently have 3,000 trade tokens, 3,000 Unitrade tokens, $2,000 worth. They're going to release their app at the end of the month. They're actually going to launch it. We'll see how it goes. If it's good, maybe I buy some more. But the fees that happen on the Unitrade system are going to, basically 90% of the fees are going to go back to buying more Unitrade tokens and burning them, which is going to send the price of the Unitrade token even higher. So there's like a lot of stuff going on. I hope I explained it well enough for you to understand why I'm doing this. It's really good innovation. You know, Jeff didn't officially endorse Unitrade, but TrustSwap and Unitrade are partnering, right? They've announced a partnership. Once it launches, then Jeff will give an official endorsement. Of course, we know that's coming. So I wanted to get in on this now before everything starts happening. Again, it's a little bit speculative for me to do so, but yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to update you guys on. I know a lot of people in Patreon have been messaging me saying, Kev, why don't you have this token? Like, why don't you have Tezos in your wallets? Why don't you have this token, that token? Like, you guys have been asking me, why isn't this in your experimental portfolio? Guys, you know, I can't buy every coin, right? I can't buy every coin. I know you guys like certain coins, and I'm not, you know, Tezos is probably going to do great, but I'm looking for more low cap speculative DeFi coins, right? Tezos is more of a competitor to Ethereum. I would personally choose Ethereum over Tezos. Tezos might have more percentage gains in the future, but Ethereum is much stronger. Anyway, so, you know, I'm just kind of rambling here, but I hope you guys are following. There's a lot of stuff to get across. So I got Chainlink, Ren, iExec, TrustSwap, Engine, Loopring, Unitrade, and some Ethereum left that I'm probably going to use to buy Chain Games, which is also made by Jeff. He's one of the team members, which is one of the first projects that would allow gamers to play games, any game, and bet against each other during the game. It's going to be a layer that you can throw on top of any game. And it's going to be listed on Uniswap in 1 day and 16 hours. So I might just throw that, I'm probably just going to throw that $1,100 worth of Ethereum into Chain Games, just more of as a speculative thing, just to see how it goes. It's not really all that much. $1,100. Going to speculate once it gets listed, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe nothing really happens on the launch, but we'll see. I think this is a really cool idea. The fact that you can wager against players in technically any game, because they have an open DApp store where theoretically Call of Duty and Fortnite could layer their game with chain games, and it wouldn't affect the game. It would just be a layer that you could use and bet against each other during games. Really cool stuff. Jeff is on fire right now. The creator of TrustSwap, partnering with Unitrade, Chain Games. He's in Uptrend is another one that he did. This guy is absolutely on fire, and everything he touches turns to gold. And the TrustSwap project is another amazing one. So we didn't really look at much charts today. Bitcoin is looking kind of neutral. Higher lows, hidden bullish divergence we saw today on the RSI, seeing a little bit of a push up. Engine is one that I want to talk about. Looking at Engine on the USD pair, we tried to break out today. We just got just above the previous all-time high, a little bit of rejection. But it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. I think Engine will probably see, this is the Bitcoin pair now. Engine will probably end up seeing a nice uptrend from here. I do think that, looking at the USD pair, it looks pretty primed for a breakout, right? We're about to get above that previous high. And I think we'll probably see some good upside against the Bitcoin pair. I'm not exactly sure how you would want to fib the Engine chart, but I'm looking for significantly more upside. It's hard to tell exactly. Again, I'm holding these for the long term. I'm buying projects that I think have a lot of value behind them that are very likely to see long-term uptrends. So I'm not here to sell the altcoin on a pump. I'm not here for the short-term stuff. I'm looking for value in the market for long-term holds. And Engine is really innovating gaming in the crypto space. Really cool stuff going on there. Chain Games is the other one that could be doing, could be a really good project. And TrustSwap. I know a lot of you guys got TrustSwap on this Patreon. We got the buy alert for TrustSwap around 50 cents that I posted on Patreon. It went up like 200%. Now we're only up, over 100%. So my initial buy-in is up over 100%, 125%. And we're currently pulling back to some fib levels here. And obviously, we're consolidating. We're getting some accumulation here. So it's just an area to buy more, really. A lot of people were worried about this pullback. This is just an area to be buying, right? We're seeing some sideways action here. It does look like people are accumulating at these levels. So TrustSwap, I think, is at a good area of value to accumulate. Chainlink, we'll see what happens here. I made a video on it on YouTube today. Ren getting bought up. It looks like we might be seeing an increase of demand once again. We're holding these levels, creating a slight higher low structure. I would think that Ren is probably going to bounce again. Looks like a good dip buy area for Ren, which is one of the coins I think will have some of the best performance over the next year. The tokenomics are really good on this one. Loopring tried to break out a few times. Got rejection. But this one's pretty close to a breakout. Of course, this got rejected because Bitcoin dumped the day that it tried to break out. Same thing with Engine when it tried to break out last. Bitcoin dumped. These things got to pull back. So we'll see. I'm still bullish on Loopring. It looks like it wants to break out. We're sitting right next to the highs here where all the candle bodies are closing. So we'll see how that goes. And RLC is getting a bounce back. Like we were saying, guys, RLC looks like it wants to, potentially go parabolic. We were talking about in the last video, RLC looking like it might want to enter this parabolic trend here. So I would like to see RLC continue the run up, and we'll see how that goes. It would be a very long video if I did a full analysis on every coin. So I'm kind of just shooting through these right now. But again, I'm buying these coins more so because of the technology, not so much, obviously I want to get in on good areas. And that's why I've been telling you guys in the past weeks, get Engine, get Loopring, right? And those are all in great areas to be buying. Engine's starting to get that breakout. TrustSwap just pulled back to a good buy zone. Ren is probably going to pump again. Ren was the other one I made the most gains on overall. That's why it's in second place. RLC as well. The RLC buy was amazing as well. And the latest addition is Unitrade. And I might be speculating on Chain Games when it gets listed on Uniswap in almost 24 hours from now. Maybe it'll be like midnight. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I know that was a lot. I hope you followed it. But things are going really well overall, up $34,428 in the past month. And I'm really excited about a lot of these projects. Really excited. And I think that Unitrade, being that it's a market cap of 15 million, very small. If the Unitrade app becomes the preferred method of trading on TrustSwap, it's going to explode. $15 million market cap, guys. 23 million tokens. It's probably going to explode if Unitrade becomes the preferred method of trading on Uniswap. And they're also going to be burning tokens with the fees. So I was, when I saw this, I just dug into it, did as much research as possible. Even Ivan on Tech has been talking about it. And I was like, I need to get in on this as early as possible. We'll see how it actually goes. I have all the coins pulled up here on the desktop app for crypto. And it seems like trade is starting to push up a little bit again. But we'll see. All right, guys. Anyway, I know that was a lot. I hope you followed. I will see you guys in the next update. And yeah, guys, have a good one. Leave your comments and questions below. And I'll see you guys soon.